All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. A lot of mugshots.
All the mugshots are in.
And all the people who had mugshots before that were famous had to suffer because all theirs got pulled out. James Brown's mugshot got pulled out.
Oh, no.
All of them. So
Famous folks, mugshot.
all the famous mugshots.
When you get to, I guess, when you're booked, that means that because we always say you're innocent till proven guilty.
They still have to do a mugshot.
So they still do all of that, even though you may be innocent.
Because you may be guilty, and if you skip town, then they have to know who you are. So, which is why Comb Over never had to take one in the other ones, because everybody knows who he is. But celebrities could say the same thing. So James Brown could have said that.
So you do the mugshot, you do the fingerprinting, and then the case O.J. Simpson, they find him innocent. Mm-hmm. Do they get rid of that mugshot?
No, your mugshot is forever.
Why?
You were booked. You had to have your fingerprints.
But you wasn't found guilty.
You're in the system now.
See, and I don't like that.
I don't mind. Because what if they're a criminal?
No. The point I'm making is if it happened to us,
we take a mugshot.
And we go through the whole court system and we're found innocent. Our legal counsel, they said no, Lenore did not do the blah, blah, blah.
He's shaking the table.
Why does Lenore's mugshot have to stay in the system? That's what I'm asking. If I'm found innocent,
okay,
why would my face and my mugshot be in the system?
I think it should always be in the system, even if you found innocent.
Really?
Because someday you might do something else.
Then do a mugshot again.
No, we maybe not be able to catch you. Then we could put your mugshot out and say, this is what she looked like.
Oh, I just don't understand that. If y'all understand that, whoever listening,
what?
I'd like to read on that and see why they do that once they're found innocent. Because we keep saying you're innocent till proven guilty.
Uh-huh.
So if that
nobody believes that. Everybody say that,
we're really guilty because you found out. But the moment people do mugshots and fingerprints, you automatically think, oh man, because some people cry when they're doing it.
I
know. Maybe because you're saying it stays in the system.
It stays in the system, just like your fingerprints do. Which means at some point in time in your life, somebody accused you of something. So it has to stay in the system.
Like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's pull up the old mugshots. Where is his at?
I don't know.
All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's always something. Okay. Let's pull up his mugshot. You can keep talking while I'm doing it.
Okay. I was like, oh Lord, I hope nothing's wrong.
No.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see it. That's why. It's the most famous mugshot around the world.
But if
and look how he looks.
I'm going through, do I need to be on another page?
Yeah, we'll be over there.
Okay.
But it's the most famous mugshot.
He has that. What are you talking about,
He
Willis?
is so mad.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Look at his face. He's so mad.
Have his little blue suit on. He always wears blue.
He took his tie off before he got back on his plane when he was ready to talk to everybody. And Giuliani lied. As he always does. They both lied, actually.
What did he lie about?
How do you lie taking a mugshot?
What did he lie?
Well, which one? Him or Giuliani?
Giuliani? What did they say?
Giuliani said that he went on somebody's show afterwards and said that the prisoners was liking him and stuff. I'm just doing paraphrasing. He wasn't even anywhere near the prisoners.
Yeah.
Talking about they was like, go, Giuliani, go. He had a whole story up about how they was.
What's wrong with him?
He's stupid. He's a nut job. And this man listens to him.
Wow.
He listens to him. That's his friend.
Giuliani's still on there. Yeah. The crowd.
Yes.
They love me. They love me.
They'll love you while they French braiding your hair.
Oh, stop.
Well, he ain't got that much hair in jail.
No, he don't.
He'll be French braiding somebody's hair.
Maybe coloring it.
Talking about they love him.
Wow.
He's so stupid.
I think something's not right with him. I was telling my mom.
And Trump listens to him.
I think something mentally is something that's changing with how he thinks now and how he reasons. I think not just age, because you can't say that about age with everybody, because everyone has different experiences.
Oh, you think he's more senile now?
I think something's happening to him mentally. Yeah, I do.
He went a whole thing about the prisoners loving him and liking him.
That didn't even happen.
They didn't even let them anywhere near the prisoners.
So
he lied. And then Trump, you want to know how he lied?
What he said?
When he was booked by Jack Smith, he said he was 6'3", or 6'2", one of them.
No, 6'3", I heard.
6'3" and 240 pounds. So now he's 6'4" and 215 pounds, or something like that.
Is he really tall though?
I think he's like 6. I don't even know if he's 6'3". Is he? He might be 6. He might be tall. He might be like 6'2", maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Who knows?
His wife is tall, so he must be.
Who knows? Oh yeah, he married a model, so she's tall.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like, come on, dude.
So he changes with the wind.
He changes
his height, his weight.
He changes with the wind. So I thought it'd be funny to go through all of these guys' mugshots. The black guy's still in prison. I mean, jail.
He couldn't afford bail. I wrote on your Facebook post. Oh man, so sorry. He didn't have a situation where, like on Harlem Nights, when Richard Pryor's character paid for all of the people that were arrested in his club. He paid their bail, and then he let them out. I said, laugh out loud. I said, oh, this man didn't have nobody even come to his rescue.
He thought that comb over was Richard Pryor. That somehow they'll get him out.
You know, because we all part of the same club. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you would think he's supposed to be in that group, Black People for Trump, whatever the name of it is.
Yeah, his group is actually Blacks for supporting Trump.
They didn't have enough money to get him out.
Yeah. The whole campaign, his campaign people. Don't he have people working with him on his campaign?
Nobody got him out.
Because he says he's running.
Don't he know that he should know he's going to end up at the short end of that stick?
Wow.
But anyway, so we go through each one of these mugshots. Well, let's say hi there. Emerald says, hey, ladies, happy Friday. Hey, Emerald. All right, y'all. Let's look at each one of these mugshots. So go to the next one. Now, that's the guy. That's his chief of staff, Mark Meadows. That's the one who wanted to have the trial dismissed for him and move to federal. Now, let's talk about that. That's interesting. First of all, he did a better mugshot than Comover did.
Yeah.
Just a regular face. You don't have to smile.
You don't have to
You don't have to frown. Just make a regular face for a mugshot. That's it.
Okay.
But anyway, this is very interesting because this is the one that we believe, allegedly, and I believe it, he is one of the snitches.
Meadows? Oh, because you feel he has some information that he wants to share.
He's one of the snitches. Now, the interesting thing about his case is, I believe he's one of the snitches. Allegedly, I have to say that. But a lot of people on the inside believe he is one of the snitches. And he's working with the federal case. Okay. So that
probably has a plea deal.
Right. So that he won't get charged. Now, he came to this court and he couldn't say that, but he was kind of alluding to the fact that I'm kind of helping on the other side and I'm not going to help or whatever if y'all going to lock me up too. Like I need it on both sides. I need it on both sides, or just dismiss my case. So that I can go on to the federal level. Right.
Okay.
All right. So one of the things we've talked about yesterday, the Judiciary Committee, or the day before, I don't remember, the House Republicans Judiciary Committee, because they majority of the Judiciary Committee, are going after Fannie Willis, right?
The black lady,
right. One of the things that they said is that she was working with the federal government to help her case. First of all, from what the legal experts said, there's nothing wrong with that if she is. But let's just say for the sake of argument, if she is, then they feel like that gives them the ability to jump in and go after her because she's on a federal level. If she's working with the federal agent, that can bring in the House of Representatives, put it that way. She said she wasn't working with the federal agent. She doesn't know anything about his case and he doesn't know anything about her case. That's what she said. Now, the interesting thing is she might be right because if she's not working with Jack Smith, that could be the reason why she don't know nothing going on with what's going on with Jack and this guy. Jack with this Meadows guy.
Right.
She don't know what deal they got. All she know is I'm calling everybody in. She's separate. I'm calling everybody in. I don't know who got deals with who. I don't know who's working with who. And I don't know none of that.
And from what you're saying, if that's true, it sounds like that's good. Because she's not tiptoeing in everybody's silo and what's going on.
So they said that kind of helped her case against the House Republicans, the Judiciary Committee, because that kind of shows she don't know what's going on, or she could just be pretending she don't know and still call them in.
Have knowledge of it, but not saying she does.
Right. If she does, I wouldn't let them know, and I would have knowledge, and I would be working with Jack Smith, and you will never know because I would never tell you.
She knows what deals is going on with those with the federal people.
So I thought that was very interesting with this guy.
Okay.
But no, they didn't. The judge ruled no. You have to stand trial like everybody else. We're not.
So whatever deals you got going on at a federal level, this is a separate court.
Or she didn't do it because you need to cut a deal with me. Just like Gunna and all the other ones with YSL, the snitch. I don't know what y'all got going on the federal level, but on this level, you don't have no deal with me.
But you know what?
And she's a dealer. She a deal. So she gonna call him in and say, I don't know what you got going on over there, but if you want the same kind of deal here, you're going to have to talk.
The federal level, is that a separate case?
That's
not
separate.
Even dealing with what the Georgia people are dealing
with. It's separate.
So why would she be involved in the federal? Because the federal can be with, like you're saying, something totally
that don't have
different than the Georgia voting situation. Okay.
And you might have worked out something with them that said that you get no time. I might say, no, I'm going to give you at least a year.
Thank you.
Or 2 years.
Yeah.
You got to talk to me. You're not overpassing me. They keep trying to overpass her like she's nobody.
But he messed up in that state.
Yeah.
It was some things said and things done.
Yeah.
People did things specifically in that state.
So you going to deal with me.
You got to pay for it. Okay.
All right, go to the next one. So the next one is our guy, Dracula.
You call him vampire, but
he's Dracula.
Because he's pale?
He just looks like a vampire. He's a monster.
Okay.
He looks like somebody that, would you like to see him in the middle of the night? Can you imagine getting out of your car in the middle of the night, getting ready to go in your house, and that guy standing at the
any
thing.
Of these men, to be honest.
But him especially.
Okay. Well, especially, what he scared me when that black stuff was dripping down his face.
Right, his dye.
Because that makes me think.
Now, he didn't dye his hair for this, so he don't care. He's going in. He's going in.
Okay.
And the funny thing about it is you're going in on a RICO charge, a RICO system that you helped perfect. Because of you, Giuliani, is the reason why she called you in.
And all 18 people.
It's your fault.
I think
you let them realize they can use the RICO more than just the mob. They can use it for anything.
Yeah.
Thank you, Giuliani, for giving that to the
if he had, what you think? If he hadn't perfected that and what he did, they probably wouldn't have called. It would be no reason to call all 18 people.
They wouldn't have did a RICO.
Thank you.
See? Each person would have been tried separately. So keep going.
Okay. Gina Ellis.
And that's the one I believe. Now she looks anytime anybody smiles, they look weird on a mugshot.
For a mugshot.
That's not funny.
For me, it's not. They're not taking it serious.
I want to see your face once you snitch. Yeah. Maybe that's why she's smiling. Because she knows
I have information.
She know I got information and I'm not going to be here for long. So I might as well take a pretty picture. Like you said, this is forever.
Hello.
Even if I'm innocent, this is forever. So I might as well take
mugshots, we all know and made fun of mugshots. They don't never be like, hey, hello everyone.
Right. She got a little hair done and she's smiling. This is the one I believe that they wouldn't pay her her thing. She went to Trump and asked him to pay just like Giuliani did.
Oh, that's the one?
I believe it's the one. Y'all comment down below if this is the one. She's the one that wanted them to pay, and they didn't pay because she said some bad things or something about them or something. Okay. So they said, no, we're not paying your thing.
Okay. Kenneth Cheesebro.
I don't know what any of these. Now look at him. He looks like an FBI agent, don't he?
No, he looks like he's a crooked lawyer or something. Some businessman that's not trustworthy.
These are
we are talking about these people's mugshots.
I cannot believe that all these people got together allegedly to steal the election.
But remember, they were not all together in one room. There's levels.
It's levels to this
but
thing.
They each touched that situation of let's change this, let's overcome this, let's cheat, let's not count.
Now, this guy is the lawyer associated with Trump's campaign who came up with the legal theory behind the so-called
fake electors. Didn't I tell you lawyer, crooked lawyer? I didn't even know what his position was. You didn't even know that, and you said he was a crooked lawyer.
The so-called fake elector scheme. He's the one that came up with the whole plan.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Legally, can they say is his ideal? Would Trump say that?
Yes.
Even though he's the high man.
Yes. And I'm telling you, that was Trump's,
throw him under the boat.
That was Trump's defense. And I agree with you. The problem is that Fannie has Trump on tape, knowing that it's fake, saying it. If she wouldn't have gotten him on tape, you're right. His whole defense would have been, my lawyer told me
he advised me.
I don't know nothing. I'm not a legal expert. Yeah. I'm going by this person who I'm paying. Yeah. But that big moron put himself on tape saying that he knows it's fake.
Oh,
so she's after him.
That would have been a good defense.
Thank you. Now this lady,
Sidney Powell,
she looked like she poisons people.
Oh, what do you want me to do? You want me to do what?
Remember that movie Arson and Old Lace? Where those old ladies was poisoning people. Yes. She looked like she could be one of those. Oh. She also has bags under her eyes, so you know she didn't sleep for days before coming in. She probably,
since they told her when to come in, she probably slept since.
Former member of Trump's legal team, so she was part of the legal team. Part of the legal team.
She may have been with the guy who all decided, let's just say, hey, this is
the fake electors. Oh, this guy right here. Look at him.
What the heck? What's his name?
No, look at him.
Ray
Smith.
Ray, you're not happy, aren't you?
Ray looked like he would run you over with his truck. Like
he drives those big Ford trucks.
No. What's his name? With Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
The big guy. The owner record label that ran his person over. Suge. He looked like Suge. Like he'll run you over with his truck and back up and run you over again. Get off my land. He's every stereotype. He's every stereotype that black people think of in the South. What, Mom?
He looked like he would kill you.
Oh, he'll kill you in a minute.
What is he?
The attorney who represented Trump in the 2020 election lawsuit in Georgia. So he's an attorney too.
Wow.
He looks like he would run you over with his truck and turn around and run you over again.
My goodness.
Ray.
David Schaefer.
He
looks like a fun guy. Like he got caught up in this. he shouldn't have been there.
A former state senator, allegedly a fake GOP elector.
Oh.
Now this guy, you're right. He looks like the kind that would go along.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what we want. What's his name again? David. This is what we need you to do, David. Uh-huh. What you want me to do? We want you to pretend like you're an elector, okay? Uh-huh. And then when the phone call comes, you're going to say that all the votes that you tallied came in for Trump. You got it? Mm-hmm. I'm down with you.
I'll do what you need me to do.
Yeah, David looks like a fun guy.
I used to be a senator, so they'll trust me.
They'll trust
anything I say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're right. David looks like a fun guy.
Elect me. I'm your man.
He'll probably be the first one to snitch. I'm trying to figure out who's going to be the first one to snitch.
Oh, my God.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Kathy Latham, former, go down. We're reading who they are first. The former coffee counter GOP chair was, so she's a former coffee county GOP chair. Okay, so she's one of the people that was the chair of the election thing.
Uh-huh.
She just looks like...
She really looks like a Trumpster. She has that Trumpster
She
look.
looks like, again, another one that's going to snitch.
Yeah.
Some of these ones that's on the low end of the totem pole, they definitely going to snitch.
Now that they've been caught, I think if before all of this happened, she was probably like, you know what, whatever you need me to do.
Right.
I'll tell them, I'll do this.
She probably one of the ones that said she saw the two black ladies.
Yeah.
She probably one of the ones that did that.
Something. John Eastman.
Former Trump allied attorney. A lot of attorneys here, ain't it?
What's wrong with them? They know better. Well,
yeah, he looks like
let
an
me
attorney.
Let me stop it.
No, they don't know
because
better.
attorneys have been known to do some.
How many attorney jokes have I told?
I know
on our joke of the
and
day.
they're not good ones.
Yeah,
going to heaven, not going to heaven. Mean take a plea deal. That's negative. I mean, come on. You would think. Okay, let me say this before we move on to if there are other lawyers on this.
Mm-hmm.
All the time you went to law school, the amount of money you paid to pass the bar.
For this.
Why would you do anything unethical in your career?
Filing, it says here, filing false documents.
Giuliani was a lawyer.
Well, we know him. He's a nut job.
But he was a mayor. He did everything. What made, like I said, something not right with the mind.
Here's a poll watcher.
Okay.
Scott Hall, poll watcher. He's a poll watcher.
So,
yeah, he looks like he's a criminal.
Like he goes to probably to the bar a few times a week. We talking about these people.
I always laugh at people who support Trump.
Yeah. Because
he cares nothing for you. He can't stand y'all.
None of y'all.
He used to talk about y'all.
He mad y'all
poor, you know who y'all are to him? Poor white trash.
He mad.
When he was in New York, he would never even look over at half of y'all people who follow him.
Huh? They don't know none of them.
Yeah, they always say they don't know any of them.
They don't know each other.
But Trump he had all the celebrities. Trump's life was a billionaire in New York with gold toilet stool,
right,
and diamonds,
really over the top
penthouse
stuff.
Mar-a-Lago, nice mansion, beautiful.
He knew entertainers and athletes from his Apprentice show.
People who were y'all that's Latino and black, and you white people that's poor or middle class. Mm-hmm. You worked for him. You're nothing to him. You're nobody.
Now they're going to jail
now the people he turned because he saw that y'all embraced him. The mega people,
right,
are people who are just down home people. He saw that was his base, and so now he leans into y'all, and he makes them feel like he cares about them. Right? Isn't that sad?
And he sometimes I think with the situation when he was actually president, he takes up for their ugly and negative because they're supporting him.
Yes, you're his base.
So you don't look and go, Trump, these guys they got Nazi stickers.
Would never.
There's good and bad on both sides.
Yes.
He's not going to dog them out because they support him.
And I watch some people that support Trump, and some people are just regular people, middle class, working hard. Just regular people. Yeah. And they really believe him. Yeah. It's so sad. That man could care less about you.
They don't care about the fact that he believes them or supports them. They like what he stands for.
Yeah, that he's a rebel.
And he's a mouthpiece for them.
Yeah.
He makes them feel like, yes, I feel that way.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you for saying that.
You're right. Ugh. See, first time they felt like they had a mouthpiece.
Yes.
Here's the black guy. Man. Harrison Floyd, the former leader of the Black Voices for Trump, he's the former leader. That's why they didn't get him out.
Had you been a leader?
Was booked Thursday. No bond agreement has been set. Now, somebody said that he had other charges. That he had other felonies or something. That he had assaulted an FBI agent or something. Y'all let me know.
The world.
I'll read it later. But it was something about he had other charges. Mm-hmm. So they kept him. Now he should have known going in there. What's wrong with him?
He wasn't thinking.
He couldn't do his bond.
Yeah, he couldn't do his bond. He wasn't thinking
because remember all these people that were doing their little jobs, whether they were the low or the bottom of the totem pole or the top. They all that vision, that goal to do this was like, yeah.
And the black people really gonna be watching him go down. Yeah, we don't care.
Poor man.
I told you he's gonna be the first one to snitch.
I feel bad for his family. Can you imagine if that's your brother, your son?
I wouldn't tell nobody.
Your husband, and they find out. What if it was our brother?
Okay, let's pretend like this guy. What's his name? Harrison Floyd. All right, y'all, we're going to play a little theater here.
The Woods
Harrison Ford is Kim and Lenora Woods' younger brother.
Oh, what will we do?
All right, so first of all...
We probably wouldn't talk about him.
Well, first of all...
Because he's being arrested.
No, we got to talk about him.
You would.
First of all, he was already known first because they had his name out there.
But would you let people know that's your brother?
You know what? Yeah, I would. Because there's some notoriety there. Then I tell y'all to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to know everything that's going on with Harrison, like and subscribe to our channel.
You will use it to get games.
He calls us every night and cries on the phone.
We would make money on this.
Y'all, he was hooked up, y'all. He didn't know what he was doing.
Because
he felt like he felt like, you know what? Trump, this how Harrison felt, y'all. I'll be taking up for him.
Oh my goodness.
Harrison felt like for black people, Trump spoke because I gotta pull out something out of my butt.
I wouldn't say
Harrison spoke. Harrison felt like Trump spoke for black people because black people are overlooked. We feel a lot of times, and Trump is always for the underdog. And he even freed some black people. Kodak Black, he freed Lil Wayne. He was friends with Candace Owens until he shunned her at a party.
My little sister. If this was my brother, and people found out, because otherwise I'm not telling nobody. Let's just say, for sake of argument, are you going to be like, no, Emerald and Wendy find out. That's our brother. I would go, you know what, Wendy?
And you know Wendy will find out too, because Wendy be searching everything.
She said, Lenore and Kim, that's your younger brother.
Kim, I'm sorry. It seemed like that.
I would say, and I would leave it alone after this. I would say, you guys, just pray for him. I don't know what's going on. Okay, moving on. I'm not going to talk about him. I don't care.
I'll talk about him.
I won't.
Because
I'm so embarrassed.
No. I'll talk about him because it'll bring people to the channel.
I can't do that.
We'll get more subscribers.
I'll say Wendy and Emerald, just pray for our brother. I don't know what's going on with him, but moving on. What else?
Oh my God.
See, you would use it for that purpose. I'll be like,
I would have to. Okay. I would have to.
That's funny.
I would say he's single. Anybody want him?
See, and now we're really kind of tapping into what would people do if their family members was any of these people with their mugshots, husbands, wives, kids. That's my dad.
Well, you got to remember, if they are Trumpsters, their families are probably Trumpsters. So they feel like this is not right for them to even be there. Mm-hmm. So what did Trump say on his thing? Never surrender. Mm-hmm. That'll be his thing. We'll say never surrender.
Okay.
Never surrender.
Keep standing.
Even though his mugshot, he surrendered. It said surrender by a certain time. He decides to put never surrender.
Is he changing that? That's not considered surrender.
It was surrendering. Oh. But again, his people will go with it because they go whatever.
Okay.
Did you know they said 60? I was looking at statistics. 60% of mega people get their news and believe what Trump says.
He knows 60%. That. He knows that.
Or is it 70%? No, 70%.
I really feel he knows that.
And it was like 6 or 50 or something. They get it from their family. Mm-hmm. And like the number under that was the media or conservative, yeah. Mm-hmm. But 70% is from Trump. Mm-hmm. They said, and one of the polls said, "Who do you believe is telling you the truth?" Mm. And it was a high percentage of Trump. They believe him over. They believe the media over their fans and family, over anyone. That's a cult.
It is. That's what Joy said on The View.
That's a cult.
She said that's a cult.
If you put 70% of your belief into a human who you don't even know this man in real life. You have no clue who this man is. And then all this stuff about him. Everyone has quit on him. Mm-hmm. Everyone who has worked for him said he's a horrible man. Family members don't like him. His own wife wrote a book about him. His lawyers, everybody. And you put your high percent into believing him. That's a cult.
I told my sister, my eye doctor today, we got into a discussion as well because I told him we have a YouTube station and whatever, because he was saying what we all say. You have to be careful with the news, the social media outlets, the half of the information that's out there is not true. People believe whatever they want to believe. And I said, think about this. Remember before social media even existed, and we would look at people that were involved in cults, leaders that would take them on a whole journey, even like what's his name years ago with Guyana tragedy, Jim Jones, religions that go wacko, because Wacko, Texas had a cult.
Right.
It was a cult following, and you sit there and you go, what are they? How are they able to get people to believe them?
I don't know.
And they're lying.
They're charismatic.
Oh, yeah.
Trump is charismatic. I agree with you.
You fall in love
He
with
is
that.
very entertaining. I like Trump as far as entertainment.
Yeah.
He's very entertaining. You could listen to him entertain and crack on people and laugh all day.
The Vic guy, what is it, Ramasani?
Ramasamy, I think.
He's very charismatic.
Charismatic.
People fell in love with him after that debate.
They love that.
Yes, ma'am. They fell in love with him. Hey, everyone, we're ready.
That's not sad. That's
what's
how
going on.
Entertainment.
On.
Now,
Come to me.
accompany entertainment with the rise of AI and wonder how this world is going to survive.
Come to me.
Harrison William Prescott, that's the black guy, turned himself in, and this is the backstory on him. A week after being indicted in the Georgia case alongside Trump and the others. Court records show, now this is why, he identified as a former U.S. Marine. He was a Marine.
He was military. Well, some of the military was a January 6th incident.
Who's active with the group Black Voices for Trump, who also was arrested 3 months ago in Maryland on a federal warrant that accuses him of aggressively confronting 2 FBI agents sent to serve him with a grand jury subpoena. Oh, that's why he's not only on trouble on the local level, he's in trouble on the national level.
Is giving you a subpoena and you're gonna be negative about it. You're gonna try to fight it.
Records don't disclose the purpose of the grand jury seeking Floyd's testimony, but he was served during the months that Special Counsel Jack Smith was calling witnesses before the federal grand jury. That's why the House Judiciary Committee believes that Fannie and Jack Smith, the FBI, are working together. Oh, they may be, but you'll never know. They're not dumb enough to let you know that. So. They'll never let you know that. Okay, but they might be, because I told you it was a lot to me. In my opinion, I'm not on the House Judiciary Committee. But it seems to me they are working together because it's a lot of tag team and stuff going on here. And that's fine. Yeah. But
because they're trying to really take this group down.
You can't admit it, though. You can't admit that, though.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go through
Jeffrey
real quick.
Clark. Ooh.
Former Trump Justice Department official was booked early Friday. He looked like he just like, you know what, I'm here. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a snitch.
Yeah. You think so?
I think most of these guys, this guy looks crooked.
He does.
Former Trump staffer was booked early Friday. See, I told you can work for him.
As staffer, I would have jumped ship right away when he started even talking about that. I would have left. The moment that lawyer suggests that they do this, I would have quit.
Commit forgery, 2 conspiracy to commit false statements, violation to the Georgia RICO Act, and 1 conspiracy to commit filing false documents.
Dude, you in trouble. Because you was the leg man.
Conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer. So was he one of the ones that they said went in there and pretend like he was somebody else?
I don't know.
This guy looks mean too.
What's his name? Sean? Robert.
The Atlanta attorney. It's a lot of attorneys.
This is sad if these are lawyers.
Oh, here's one of the fake electors. One of the people they wanted to pretend like he was.
Shame on you, dude. Misty Hampton.
Former Coffee County elections director.
See, these are high positions.
Oh, this the nut job.
Yeah.
Former publicist for Kanye West.
Yeah, they've talked to her on the news on certain other things that came up, and they got her. The reporter was asking her about information, so I got a chance to see who she was. Even
now,
this.
If you being booked,
who smiles like
why
that?
would you? Everybody say she looked like one of the people on that Scary Movie Smile.
Yes,
she's a weirdo.
That's a weird smile, like the Smile movie. Go ahead and take my.
And why would you show up like that? You're a publicist. Why would you show up like that?
She just. We'll see where this goes with her. You think she'll be a snitch?
Yeah, she'll be a snitch.
You think?
Yeah, because she want to be known. She's a publicist. She's trying to spin this another way. Do you think she did this because she knew everybody be talking about her mugshot being weird?
Why would she even be involved in this? If
she's one of the ones that tried that strong arm the 2 black ladies. She's one of the ones that they got on film that she was sitting there telling them that they need to come clean on what they did and all this other stuff, and it'll be good for them, or people gonna come after them, and they'll. In other words, she basically was telling them, say what we want you to say, or it's gonna be very difficult for you.
I take it that those 2 black ladies will be in court.
You know what I love about the 2 black ladies? And I wish I was smart enough. I'm stupid too. I'm a moron. I call people morons. I fit that.
You called yourself one?
I am. When it comes, we always do things that we never think about it. And then later on we go, why didn't we think of that?
Aha moment.
When they wanted to meet her with the 2 black ladies, her and the black guy, Harrison, they called the black lady on the phone and told her they wanted to talk to her about this whole thing about being accused and about all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to meet her someplace. They said, we'll meet wherever you want, open, so you feel safe or whatever. The black lady said, I would prefer to meet you at the police station. I don't feel safe meeting y'all anywhere else.
Okay.
So, and then they said, okay, that's fine, but no cameras.
That's right.
They didn't want her to have any cameras. They said, because we have to be off record when we speak to you.
Oh.
And she said, that's fine. I just don't feel safe meeting y'all anywhere else but the police station.
Okay.
These 2 big dummies right here didn't realize that police have cameras on them.
Now.
The cameras, the police cam caught everything they were saying.
Because they had a police involved.
A police was standing in the room with his body cam on. So she didn't know she was being recorded.
She a publicist too.
Publicist.
When you kind of,
she was smart enough to say, I don't want any cameras.
Right.
But she didn't think police cam.
And that's partly how they got him.
That is how they got him. It's all on film.
Because they discussed this with the ladies.
So that's why I said I would have been.
Did they threaten them at that time?
They threatened them. I wouldn't have thought about meeting at the police station.
I didn't either. I wouldn't have thought about.
See what I'm saying? That black lady was smart.
What if they didn't want to? Then you just wouldn't meet with them, right?
I would want a police officer there still.
What did they say to the ladies? Did they say
you can go online and look at it?
If you don't do this, we're going to do this.
You can go online.
Because the ladies must have said no.
Go online and you can see the whole video of her and that guy. Yeah, talking to that black lady. And telling her about what she need to do and all of that. So she's going to be the first one to snitch.
Yeah.
Because they got too much on her. Why is she smiling? You're guilty.
It's that smile movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
so allegedly, you are guilty. You are innocent until proven. They got to prove in the court of law that you did what you did.
Right.
What?
That goes back to what I asked earlier.
Yeah.
Taking their photos.
Now look at this man. A Lutheran pastor from Illinois.
What was he there for?
2 criminal attempt to commit influencing witnesses.
Sir, you're supposed to be doing the Lord's work. What is wrong with you?
He had the nerve to wear his collar.
What is wrong with you? You were just a Satan's worker. That's just a shame before God. Okay.
He needs to go on. When I used to watch Game of Thrones, and they made the queen walk through the street, and they made her walk butt naked, and the people yelled, "Shame, shame, shame!"
Like the Scarlet Letter.
Shame, and they was throwing feces at her, and buckets of urine, and all kind of stuff, and food, and shame, 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 and she had to walk barefoot naked through the whole city. That should be him, a man of God. Shame.
A Lutheran pastor. Shame on you, sir.
Shame, shame.
I don't know. He may not say anything.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they put him last. He was last. So the pastor was last.
And he wasn't even needed on that group.
And the first was right there.
RICO charges. Whether you
know them or not.
Yeah. And you said there's taping, recordings.
Now, we could all be wrong because you are innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly.
Which means Trump kept saying he has evidence to show that the election was stolen. All he has to do when the trial starts is submit his evidence and have his team come up and say, this is our evidence that shows that the election was stolen and that everything that I did was legal. Everything I didn't try to influence any witnesses or strong arm them. And I didn't hire anybody to pretend like they was, I didn't try to make people do stuff. Even though you say you got tape on me, I was following what my lawyer said. I didn't, I don't know nothing. So if he could prove all of that, he could get out of this.
I don't think he can. Because we all know that it wasn't rigged.
Yeah.
What kind of proof will he actually show?
Well,
we would be so surprised if he did have some proof that really showed that.
If Trump, okay, I will go on record.
Because remember the situation.
This is not a Bible. Hold this up. It's not a Bible.
No, but
I will on my book. This is our book, 100 Friendly Jokes. I'm putting my hand on the book. I will put my hand on this book. If Trump can prove that he was innocent and that he did not do anything that they said that he did, and that he brings all the evidence to shows that he was railroaded, I promise from that day on, we won't be Silk and Diamond.
We'll be a mirror of them, duplicate.
We will not duplicate them.
No.
Because I'll never be up his butt that much.
Okay.
But I will not hate Trump. I won't say anything negative. I'll be positive about him.
We'll understand what he went through.
And I will be a champion for what they did to this man.
Because I was getting ready to say.
Y'all have my promise.
Because what I was getting ready to say was, remember who was the senators that made the comment about his involvement with not his involvement, Russia involvement with the election.
And they showed that he didn't have anything to do with it.
He didn't have anything to do with Russia's involvement with our election.
So if that is the case, if this comes out that they all was lying on him and FBI and Fannie and all of them, and they trying to put him, and he shows legally, I don't have anything to do with this. They lied on me. Mm-hmm. I promise you, because I'll go after Biden too. Mm-hmm. I will treat them both the same.
Because you think about it this way. Let's just, for sake of argument, people who are following him, who are believing this, they know that we all are human and we do things to get things done the way we want it to, the outcome we want. People can dislike him so much that they were the ones that cheated.
And I'm not a person who dislikes Trump so much that I'm not willing to listen to the truth.
Okay.
There are some people who hate Trump.
Right.
Even if you say he did nothing good during his presidency, no, that's not true. Just like there's people who hate Obama. So he did nothing good his whole time as president. No. See? You hate Biden. Biden does nothing good. No.
That's
I don't listen.
One thing. You can't find one
I don't listen to people that talk like that.
That's a whole
because
totally.
you're not framing that person in the right way.
Right.
You just don't like them. So there's nothing they could do
that would make you even think about liking them.
I'm not like that with Trump.
Right.
So we always say the good things that happen under Trump.
And he made us money.
Yeah.
He made my company money.
Yeah. And there's some other stuff that we talk about that Trump did while he was president that was good.
Okay.
All right, y'all. And that's more of the fact that we just think that, what is it? The more conservative view is good. Mm-hmm. And that's what he had.
Okay.
Okay.
What does this do? He has a YouTube station, podcast?
Yeah.
He must be really known.
Funky Dineen.
Because I never heard of him.
Okay. He usually dresses like a woman.